Good evening and welcome to the Newman City Council regular meeting, October 14th, 2025. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for invocation. Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together this evening to serve our community. Grant us wisdom in our decisions, compassion in our actions, and unity in our purpose. Bless our town, our leaders, and all who call Newman home. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Roll call.
Councilmember Pimentel.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Ball.
Here.
Councilmember Tomlinson.
Here.
Councilmember Harden.
Here.
Mayor Graham.
Here. From closed section, no action on item 1 and direction given on item 2. Any declarations of conflicts of interest tonight? None? All right, ceremonial matters, none. Items from the public, non-agenda items. Anybody wishing to speak from the public, go up to the podium up there. Please state your name and your address. And
Good evening. My name is Olivia Esquives Gonzalez. I reside in 719 West Mariposa Street, Newman, California. And I am very grateful to be here tonight to introduce to you the purpose of our dance troupe, our organization, and responding also to a call from the City Hall about the usage of the plaza for practice. And I've been instructed that we are not able to use the plazas because it's a public place, but is not permitted to be used as a regular practice. And we want to explain to you how we use it, why we use it, and the reason. And also, we like to take the opportunity, after you get to know our purpose and our mission, to ask permission from the city. We want to become alive with the city and with the business in the community to be able to do events throughout the year. One reason is to raise funds for our group, but mainly to increase the business in town, because when I visit restaurant owners, they share with me that they are having a tough time to make with their expenses. And because they know what I do and what I like to do, sometimes they disclose with me that why I don't do any more events, since I haven't done it in a long time. So here we are tonight to share with you our mission, our purpose, and our passion. And Miss Mariana Plasencia is going to read a letter for you in response of the call for non-use of the plaza. And Ms. Frida Abrego also is going to share a testimony, because our program does much more than just teaching people to dance, and you will learn about it. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Mariana Plasencia. I am currently a junior at Patterson High School, and I've been with Westside Fiesta Mexicana Grupo Alas for 4 years.
Hello, good evening. My name is Frida Abrego Juarez. I am currently a senior here at OHS, and I've been with the group for 3 years.
Dear Newman City officials, we are the parents and supporters of Westside Fiesta Mexicana, a youth folklorico group representing students from Newman, Gustine, and Patterson. We respectfully request the consideration and temporary use of public plaza or park space in the city of Newman for occasional practices and cultural presentations.
Recently, due to unexpected scheduling conflicts at our regular venue, our group has held important practices at the nearby public plaza. Typically, this is unused. During this time, several community members paused to watch and smiled and expressed the appreciation of vibrant display of cultural youth engagement. It was a heartwarming reminder of our public space and fostering connections and pride to our heritage.
As a group, we understand that the city later left a voicemail expressing concern about the use of the plaza. We appreciate the city's attention to public space management and would like to work collaboratively to find a solution that supports both the city and city guidelines for the cultural enrichment of our youth.
Westside Fiesta Alas is dedicated to preserve and celebrate Mexican heritage through the traditional dance. Those practices are not only forms of artistic expression, but also a way for our youth to build confidence, discipline, and community pride. We believe that allowing occasional use of public space for these activities would be meaningful and a way to support the arts and cultural diversity in Newman and its neighboring towns.
We can all assure you our group is respectful, organized, and committed to maintaining the cleanliness and integrity of the space we use. We are happy to follow any guidelines or permitting processes that the city requires. Thank you for all your time and consideration. We hope that you will support our efforts to keep cultural traditions alive and accessible to all. Warm regards, parents and supporters of Westside Fiesta Mexicana.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I also like to add that throughout the years, the purpose of the program is also to mentor young people and mature people, because this program is open from 2 years old up to people are free to move without danger to get harmed. And we've been tutoring and mentoring people, and right now 7 people has been employed as they've been received a training to be instructors. So please consider and the importance to have the events in the plaza. To me, is because in our culture, plazas are very important. It's the main spot to gather together as families to celebrate life, culture, and also our family traditions. So it will be wonderful to have our beautiful plaza throughout the year, to have events that keep our families entertained on weekends and at special times, to have not only entertainment, but bring more culture, bring people from other towns and cities to consume what we have to offer in our own town. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you want more testimony, we have Mrs. Iris Mendoza. She is an instructor in YOLO and also at Van Renner and Bonita Elementary, as well as in Patterson. And hopefully in the near future, we're gonna move into Gastin. Miss Frida is assistant also. We have Miss Natalia Damian that is not with us tonight, but she is also another instructor, and Giselle Veronica, Hannah Garcia, and many others. And Miss Valeria Benavides, that has been great support to our group throughout the years. We have Miss Serna, we have Miss Juarez, we have Iris' husband, and Mrs. Cortez, Kayla mom, and Carmelita, that they all have their children and they all support the group, and we support each other's in whatever needs we have, and looking after the best interests of the children and youth of our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So if you have
And
any
ladies,
questions,
good job
I'm here.
speaking. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Holland, do you have any information on this that you could provide us with at a later date once you
Yeah, I'll
receive
have
that
to,
information?
because I just got back, I'll have to confer with Miss Allie Mendoza, and she's been working on this item.
Thank
Do
you.
you have information you can leave with us? Do we have her information?
We have her information.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. We'll look into it. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming and speaking out. Sir?
Still public comment?
Yes.
Wonderful. Good evening, Mayor, council members, Mike and team here in Newman. Nathan Alonso, I am your new local government affairs representative for Pacific Gas and Electric. Just wanted to drop by tonight to introduce myself, say hello to you as a council and to members of the community. Started covering Stanislaus County just a couple months ago, so making my way around the different communities. Look forward to any opportunities to get to meet you individually as a council and find ways that we as a company can be more involved and collaborate with you here in Newman. I'm a West Side person myself, from Faribault, just down the road, but here on the west side. Nonetheless, west side is the best side. And just like my hometown and Mr. Holland's hometown of Faribault, this is a beautiful community. I know that you guys work hard at keeping it that way. So anything that we can do to support that effort, we will. Thank you.
Quick question, or maybe you can get, if you come back again, you can.
Oh, no, we're not allowed to ask questions during public comment, Mayor.
A lot of concerns from the community over our prices compared to TID, MID.
Absolutely.
They're quite extensive compared to those other communities for the same power.
Yeah.
So,
I would love to come back later on in the fourth quarter to give a presentation about rates and some of the different work that we're doing here in Newman. I can tell you that for the last 8-9 years, safety has been our number one priority, but now being where we are today, along with that, our number one priority is also affordability. We recognize that it's a major issue, and we can tell you what we're doing in order to bring electric and gas residential bills down. Had a rate decrease from the beginning of the year. We're having another rate decrease at the end of the year, and then we just filed our general rate case, which is how we're funded. And for the first time in 15 years, we won't be asking for an increase on the electric side. So we hope that this is the beginning of a snowball effect to help bring bills down, because we know folks need it. Folks are being squeezed at every corner right now, and anything that we can do to help alleviate that, we're happy to do it.
Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Anybody else wishing to speak? All right, thank you, guys. Moving on to item number 8, consent calendar. A, waive all readings of ordinance and resolution except by title. B, approval of warrants. C, approval of minutes of the September 23rd, 2025 meeting.
Move we adopt the consent calendar.
We have a first and second. Go ahead and vote. Thank you, guys, again. We appreciate you guys coming in.
Bye.
Motion carries 5-0. Item number 9A, second reading and adoption of ordinance 2025 next number, amending Title 7 Fire Regulations of the Newman Municipal Code and adopting by reference the California Code of Regulations, Title 24, Part 9, 2025 edition of the California Fire Code and designating fire hazard severity zones as recommended by the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection pursuant to government codes 51178 and authorize staff to publish said summary or said ordinance.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. I tried to get every letter in the alphabet in that title, but I missed a couple. So, no, thank you. I'm up here again. This is going to be our second reading and our adoption. We have to hold a public hearing, allow for some comments. As we mentioned in the past, fire code is on a 3-year cycle along with the building code. So we'll get that code. We'll reconcile it with our existing ordinance, make any modifications or adjustments we need to, maybe add or subtract from the general fire code to meet our local findings here. We got rail companies, waterways, all these different things that make us unique as a community. So sometimes we have to adjust our fire code to meet that. Also this year we added a little extra there. The California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection added a what they're calling a fire severity hazard zone. We are required to adopt this designation. As you can see, it's to the east of our community out by the wastewater plant. I haven't seen any documents that really show this as a development area for us, so I don't think there's going to be a huge impact on us as a community, but just something we do have to designate. And I can take any questions before you open it for public comment. No. And then we'll also need to do a summary, public summary, so you have to approve that tonight too.
So we have to do, just for clarification.
We're going to hold a public hearing first.
Right.
And then during the motion, we just add the, allow staff to publish a summary.
Okay, copy that. Well, I'll open up to the public. There being nobody here, we'll go ahead and close that and bring it back to council.
I move to approve the second reading and adoption of ordinance number 2025, amending Title 7 Fire Regulations, the Newman Municipal Code, and adopting by reference the California Code of Regulations, Title 24, Part 9, 2005 edition of the California Fire Code, and designating fire hazard severity zones as recommended by the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection pursuant to Government Code Section 51178, and authorize staff to publish a summary of said ordinance.
I second that.
First and second. Electronically.
You have to repeat it.
Motion carries 5-0. Next time it's that long, we aren't reading it.
Yeah, I won't.
Thanks, Chief.
Item 10, regular business, authorize staff to negotiate an agreement with the Newman-Cruz Landing School District.
Thank you, Mayor. We did receive an email from the superintendent of the Newman Cruz Landing Unified School District. And so they, as you know, recently passed a couple bonds. One of their next projects would be to do a new parking lot improvements. So the area in red, outlined in red here, is the area that they would like to do some parking lot improvements. But what they found during their pre-construction phases is this area that's outlined and kind of clouded right here in this kind of like violet purple color. That's all city property. We actually own pretty much center field and right field of their baseball field as well as part of their parking lot there as well. So they can't move forward with construction of their improvements unless we get some kind of agreement from us that will allow them to construct those improvements. So today we're asking you to go ahead and authorize myself to work with the superintendent of schools to develop an agreement that would allow them to move forward and to do parking lot improvements throughout the area up here in the red. And I can answer any questions that you may have at this time.
Any questions?
So, I do have a question. So just right now, it would be between, the meeting would be with you and Mr. Pruitt? I'm assuming?
Correct.
No.
So Mr. Pruitt and I, the goal will be for us to come up with some terms for an agreement, hand that off to legal. They'll write up a quick, hopefully 1 or 2 page agreement. We don't need anything too intricate that would allow them to move forward. And then we would bring those back to our respective council and board for final approval.
Are they looking for assistance financially from us to help support the funding of the parking lot?
They have not indicated that.
Is the parking lot going to be parking for students, or is this more for the recreational sports that are in the area nearby? What is the parking supposed to be intended for?
So staff, we've had conversations about it just internally with things that we would like to see. It'd be all right. We're going to go into the negotiations with the intent that not be right now. It's currently fenced off, right? It gets closed off. It would be our goal to put into the agreement that cannot be fenced off, that it has to be open for recreational uses. So that way when Materi's busy, there's some overflow parking there. Because you know what's happening right now when they close them, when they close that off and then they built the pool, well, that cut off a lot of parking for people who were going to games at Materi, right? And if you're stacking teams, it can be quite cumbersome. So, yeah, we will enter into negotiation with the intent that we'd like to leave that open at all times, so that way the community can use that service as well, those facilities as well.
The brief discussion I had with Pruitt about, he said it would be open parking lot because they would fence it off a way that protected the school, but that would remain open. Or things, obviously nothing's finalized, but.
Yeah, and so what I would tell you is Mr. Pruitt and I will probably be negotiating for the next city manager and superintendent, meaning next. Justin will probably have that idea, but there could be a new superintendent that comes in afterwards that has a different idea and wants to close it all off. And we need to have stuff in there that kind of memorializes what we're talking about here and making this a full community asset.
So out of curiosity, the blue portion there is city owned, so they really can't fence that off technically anyways.
Correct.
Right.
Technically, the center field and right field are ours too.
I understand that. Is there just, would there be any, obviously this is negotiations you guys would have. I know they want to replace the lights in the baseball field and do some upgrades to the baseball field itself. Would it be possible to do a land swap for that red box to the left of the blue for that entire outfield and have them do the upgrades to the parking lot and leave it open?
Say that part again, I'm sorry.
They want the baseball field. They want to do upgrades to the baseball field.
Well, they want to do upgrades to that whole parking lot area.
Correct. The
Yeah.
parking lot and
Correct.
so the red box to the left of the blue box, the continuation of that parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Just swap properties with them, and we'd own that whole piece of the parking lot and have that, but they have to do the upgrades to it.
Yeah, I don't think we'd want, then there's maintenance issues to go along with that. I think, yeah, I don't know that's, they're not going to want a land swap.
Okay.
Would be nice to see.
And I'm anticipating he's going to ask me to give him the land. So.
It would be nice to see that.
Well, I mean,
complete road.
that would make it, but I mean, because that's a bigger chunk of land. We'd be giving them a bigger chunk of land than we'd be taking. But
Yeah.
if they did the improvements to the land and paved it, that would be a win for us. And then we'd just do
Yeah.
their maintenance.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they're at. Let us just get in there and
Figure it out.
yeah.
We do. Well,
I
bring it
think
back.
Councilmember Harden had a question.
I was just saying it'd be good to see if maybe they might be able to complete the road all the way through. The congestion to get back out, it's always a pain as well. So
Correct. And I think some of it also is some of the challenges we're having right now when tennis games are going on. People are standing in the road because they didn't put curb gutter and sidewalk. They put that landscape strip in there. So, maybe there's a situation where they can help resolve that as well as part of this particular project. Yeah, and so it becomes a problem when that's fenced off right now because there's no real good way to turn around. So I think there's a real potential to build a community asset that would serve both parties. So
I agree.
yeah.
Good deal. All right. I'll bring it back to council for action.
I move we authorize staff to negotiate an agreement with the Newman Crows Landing Unified School District.
Second.
First and second, vote electronically. Motion carries 5-0. Thank you. Items from never mind. Items from the city manager and staff.
Thank you. I did get a chance to meet with Mr. Alonso, the PG&E rep, not too long ago, and we've also used him once already to try to help us with our wastewater treatment plant project. I think Thomas is probably too bad he left too early. He was going to probably try to grab him. We're trying to help with our news project, and so we're looking forward to working with him, and we appreciate him coming out here. The group that came in today, yes, we did find them on our video as we were exiting work one day. They were out there practicing. There's some real risk and liability to allowing people to do those functions on city property like that without having the proper insurance. And so that's what we were pressing forward with them. Is there's a process, there's a guideline, and as you know, Allie was trying to work with them to make sure that we get the proper protections. Because if someone trips and falls or gets hurt and they sue us, then becomes an issue. And then, once you open that slippery slope, then who's next to use that facility without insurance? So, our goal as staff is obviously to protect the taxpayers as much as possible, and that's what we're trying to do. So there is a process by which you can apply to try to get that done, and we'll continue to work through that process. So with that,
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
So as of right now, anyone that uses that plaza has already gone through that process, like when people perform?
Correct.
Oh.
Those are the performers that you're probably seeing right now or at Farmers Market,
Yeah.
and some of those other things, correct. And that's our event. They're invited in to participate, so it's all covered under that. We're talking about people using that outside of a city or sanctioned event and trying to use it that way. Yeah, so sometimes Christmas tree lighting and farmers markets and all that, there's underlying insurance either through the chamber or through the city on those events. So that's covered. So that's all that I had, Mayor.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
Good evening. I have nothing to report tonight.
The city has filed its annual street report with the State Controller's Office. The next one we have to work on is our audit, which we're getting close to finishing. So we should have those reports soon in time for our December meeting. And then our annual financial transactions report after that will be filed. We're on schedule for all those.
Thank you. Thomas?
Good evening. I wanted to thank the community members that stopped by the booth at Saturday's soccer day. We had a pretty good turnout for the actual booth, and it looked like a really good turnout for the soccer, of course. And for both our safety action plan and our T Street corridor plan, and we had some good input from residents and those parents that might not live in town, but their children do attend the school, and so that is important also to get their input on the areas of Newman that might need some focus for increasing the safety of pedestrians, bicyclists, and the drivers too. As Michael alluded to, we are working with PG&E to get our power out at News set up. We have currently the irrigation will be ran off that PG&E power, and we are slated for this coming Friday, working with CCID to complete some repairs on the diversion structure that's installed out there at News. Excuse me, sorry. And the next step on the safety action plan and the T Street corridors is we're hoping to have a community meeting towards the end of the year or early in January, depending on our stakeholder meeting we're going to be setting up to go over our survey results. Additionally, we submitted to StanCog for this funding, the upcoming funding round, projects for both CMAQ and STBG. So we're pretty excited and hopefully get chosen for funding for those. And I can answer any questions. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Just a few things. We finished up Fire Prevention Week. We got to interact with almost 2,000 kids, maybe a little more than 2,000 kids, left them with a little gift to remind them to be safe. This year's theme was lithium-ion batteries and just teaching them how to be safe with those kind of batteries in the home. So it was great time. We got to go to all the elementary schools, so hopefully you guys got to see us either on Facebook or Instagram or live at one of the events. We're working on our hazard identification assessment right now. It's been sent out to staff, and they're rating hazards and what they think the likelihood is for our area. And this is going to be placed into our hazard mitigation plan with the rest of the other cities in the county. So we're working on that. We have a meeting coming up at the end of the month for that. As you guys can see, the weather's changed, so I want to encourage you to drive safely. Watch out for standing water. We are starting to watch the river levels and all that now. So if we got anything that alerts us, we'll make sure we pass it on to you guys. And then the last thing I just wanted to mention was we were recently awarded a couple grants. So I look forward to bringing those to your guys' attention once I have more details. So we're doing good things over at the fire department. And again, we started a fire academy. Right now we got 4 recruits in the academy, and we're doing a joint venture with Keys Fire, Denair, Houston, and some of the other East Side fire agencies. So we look forward. This is our first time doing that, so we look forward to seeing the outcome there. So, and I can answer any questions that anyone might have.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Pro Tem?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Oh, nothing for me either.
Nothing.
Just a quick question, updates from previous discussion. VA services, Modesto, has there been any updates yet from, not yet?
Not yet, but they had a person come out and tour the site. They really, we offered them a conference room, told them there was also an opportunity at the community meeting room, and he was taking that back to his boss. I was out last week. I haven't seen any emails come back from them yet, but yeah, it's been offered to them, and the gentleman who actually lives in Newman and provides some of those services enjoyed it and thought that there was some real potential. So, but I think they have to just work that through their site now.
The other one I realized it's for Ally, so I'll wait until Ally gets back.
Okay.
Pick on her, so.
All right. I have nothing. Thank you, guys. Appreciate everybody being here. I ask for adjournment.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
First and second. Meeting adjourned.